Hello everyone, and welcome to today's deep dive into the world of coin collecting. For the next 1.5 hours, we are going to explore a fascinating and historic coin, the Singapore 1968 coin without a mint mark, in eye condition, and discuss its value in today's market in terms of dollars. This journey will not only focus on the price, but also cover the background, history, design details, production, and how collectors view this coin today. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this long journey into numismatic history. To understand the 1968 coin, we first need to look at Singapore itself during the 1960s. Singapore gained independence in 1965 after separating from Malaysia. With independence came the need for its own currency system. In 1967, the first series of Singapore coins was issued, and these coins carried national symbols representing progress, unity, and identity. By 1968, the Monetary Authority of Singapore was still in its early stages of managing the economy. The coins minted that year became part of the very first generation of Singaporean currency. These coins often featured designs like flowers, symbolic plants, and other national imagery. They were a reflection of Singapore's vision of growth. The 1968 coin we are focusing on belongs to that very era, a time when Singapore was young, ambitious, and rapidly growing into the financial hub we know today. Every coin from that era tells a story of survival, identity, and pride. The Singapore 1968 coin, without mint mark, typically came in several denominations, cents and dollars. Depending on which specific denomination you have, the details vary slightly, but all coins of 1968 shared some common artistic and cultural elements. One side generally bore the coat of arms of Singapore, with the lion representing courage and strength and the tiger symbolizing ties to Malaysia. The words Singapore appeared in 4 languages: English, Chinese, Malay, and Tamil, showing the multicultural foundation of the nation. The reverse side often carried plant motifs, like orchids or other symbolic flora, representing growth and prosperity. In terms of metal composition, many of these coins were made in copper, nickel, or bronze, depending on denomination. The weight, thickness, and diameter were carefully set to reflect international standards of the time. These features made the coin not only a piece of currency, but also a symbol of Singapore's identity. Now, let's discuss the most important part: the absence of a mint mark. Most coins worldwide include a mint mark to show where they were produced, but certain Singapore coins from the late 1960s do not carry such marks. This lack of a mint mark makes them slightly more intriguing for collectors, because it adds a layer of mystery. Was it intentional? Was it simply the style of that early minting period? Collectors often value such coins a bit higher, especially when the condition is strong, because they represent an early stage of coin production for a newly independent nation. When we say the coin is in eye condition, we're talking about a grading system. Collectors around the world use terms like good, fine, very fine, extremely fine, uncirculated, and proof. If we interpret eye as initial or intermediate condition, it usually suggests the coin is circulated but still has visible details. Condition plays the single most important role in determining coin value. For example, the exact same Singapore 1968 coin in worn, heavily circulated shape might only be worth a small amount, while one in crisp, uncirculated state could fetch a much higher price. So always remember, grading is everything in numismatics. Now comes the key question: what is the value of a Singapore 1968 coin without mint mark in today's market? As of recent collector trends, the value depends on denomination, condition, and demand. A circulated 1968 coin might trade between $1 to $3. A coin in better preserved condition could go up to $5 to $10. Uncirculated or mint condition examples sometimes reach $15 to $30 among serious collectors. However, the eye condition, as we are considering, generally places it in the lower to mid-range, somewhere around $2 to $5 in most cases. Keep in mind, coin values change with market demand, rarity, and collector interest. While not an extremely rare coin, the 1968 issue still holds historical importance, which keeps it relevant in collections. If you are holding onto this coin, my advice is preserve it properly. Store it in a protective coin holder away from moisture and air. Do not polish or clean it, as this reduces its numismatic value. Watch collector forums and auction sites to track price changes. Over the years, as early Singapore coins become scarcer, their value may rise steadily. In the long run, the Singapore 1968 coin without mint mark is not just about its monetary value, but about holding a piece of Singapore's history. Owning one is like owning a fragment of the nation's birth story. So, we have spent the last hour and a half exploring the Singapore 1968 coin without mint mark, its history, design, condition, and current market value in dollars. Whether you are a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin is a reminder that every small piece of metal carries with it a tale of culture, history, and identity. Thank you for staying with me through this long discussion. Keep collecting, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins hold the biggest stories.